I believe in ghosts.
I don't believe in ghosts. I believe in ghosts.
I don't believe in ghosts.
I do not believe in ghosts.
I believe in ghosts. I believe in ghosts.
I do believe in ghosts.
I believe in ghosts.
I don't believe in ghosts.
Everyone who contributed to this video has never seen a ghost before. We are all teens. 1 in every 6 Americans believe they have seen, heard, or felt a spirit of this kind.
A ghost is the apparition of a deceased person, frequently similar in appearance to that person and usually encountered in places he or she frequented, the place of his or her death, or an association of the person's former belongings. The word ghost may also refer to the spirit or soul of a deceased person, or to any spirit or demon. A place in which ghosts are claimed to appear is described as haunted.
Even though roughly 1/4 of all Americans believe in ghosts, over 98% believe in life after death, or at least the possibility thereof.
How do we know if we're next?
So I used to live in Delta, in this house that was apparently haunted, and there's this story that I have about a ghost, where I went to sleep, and I used to sleep in the dark with the lights off, so I went to bed, and then I heard some crunching on the end of my bed, and when I looked up, there was a doll, I guess it was a doll, and it was a ghost, because it was see-through, and it was eating a cookie, but the cookie was see-through as well, but the crumbs were falling on my bed, and it kept looking at me, and it was saying something about playing outside, and then I called for my mom, but then my mom came in, and then the doll faded out, and then after that my mom took me into the room between my mom and my dad, and then I heard more crunching, and on my dad's back was the doll, and then it said if I don't come play outside I'll get in trouble. Then after that it faded out. Apparently I used to go around the house with a flashlight at midnight looking around the house calling for Cookie, which I'm guessing is her, but I'm not too sure. I don't remember. Well, when that happened, I was about 4 or 5, I'm not sure the exact age. After I moved again after that to the house I'm in now, my family started experiencing more things, and I'm beginning to think that there's a bad aura or something's following my family. My brother actually did the Ouija board in the house and ended up middle fingering it, and ever since then we had a lot of more things happening, and then my mom and everybody else is starting to believe me. Well, after my brother fingered the Ouija board, he had a little, not encounter, but he had a couple things happen where he was sleeping in one of his rooms, because he ended up switching rooms after, where he was sleeping in the bed and the lights were all off, and then he was kind of sleeping under the blanket with half the blanket on his face, and then the door opened and the light on, so he only saw like a black figure, and then after that the door just shut, and then in the morning he came downstairs to us and asked if any of us went in the room, but we said no, so I guess something opened the door. I don't feel that age is a factor when it comes to encounters with ghosts, because many other people experience it, older and younger. It's just the fact of believing in it. Well, I believe that if you have an open mind, then you're capable of encountering a spirit or a ghost.
Are the ghosts that show up related to the people, or are they just random?
I'm Chelsea Hyde, and I used to live in Kitimat, BC, and I used to go to Discovery Elementary after we moved here. I was 8 years old when I saw a ghost, I guess. Okay, so it was around the end of October, and it was raining, and before I went to bed I started to read, and then my mom told me to go to bed, so I did. After that, I wasn't tired, and I remember that it was, I don't know, I guess it was kind of cold, and then she just kind of walked into my room. When I saw the person, I thought it was a real person. I didn't think it was anything else because I didn't really know about ghosts or anything in grade 2. We didn't ever really talk about them, so I thought it was a person in my room, and I didn't know what to do. And I was kind of scared, but she sat down on the end of my bed by me, and started like brushing the hair out of my face and talking to me, and I didn't know what was going on. After she was like brushing the hair out of my face and stuff, I remember she seemed sad and I don't know, she seemed sad, and she started telling me like it's gonna be okay, everything's gonna be fine. She just had a tone in her voice that just kind of calmed me, and I didn't feel scared of her. There was a sense of, she was familiar for some reason. The tone of her voice was soothing, like a mom's voice if you're afraid and she tells you not to be afraid. Once I told my mom what she looked like, and once she made the connection who it was, she seemed really bothered. Her voice, it was so familiar, and it didn't occur to me at the time, but I didn't think that she could be a relative of mine, but it was just the way she spoke. I do believe in ghosts. I celebrate a day of the year where it's all about the dead and them coming back and to visit those they love. I don't believe in evil ghosts. I believe in ghosts that are misguided, ghosts that don't have a sense of right or wrong because bad things happen to them. I think that ghosts are there for those people who have their eyes open to see them. If you close your mind out, they're not interested.
Maybe ghost sightings are not random. Maybe they choose you. It seems as though age may be a factor, but that is up to you to decide. Why do they appear? Are they trying to tell us something? Or maybe show us something? Do they only come around at night?
Women that were unmarried would have to go to the convent or to the cloister. And this one specific city, because the people were so rich, and people that were unmarried, like the women that were unmarried, they were literally locked into this cloister. And the only way that they could see family was when they went to the washroom, which is like where they washed all the clothes and stuff. And they could open up this little wooden port that had a heart in it, and they threw their water out. But they would make arrangements and put a little stick on the heart, and that way their loves would know that they would be in this little place. So I had heard all of this story before, and I had gone with a friend years later looking for this place. And I walked around the entire city once, and I knew the proximity of it, but I couldn't find this little window. So I walked around again, and I was standing at this canal bridge and going, oh, come on, like this is the second time I walked completely around the city. And I was just looking this way, and all of a sudden I got like this slap in the face, like literally a slap in the face, and it was so hard that it left a handprint on my face. My friend was standing on this side, and I turned around thinking maybe it was a cyclist, because tons of bicycles in Holland, and so I turned around again to see, and there was absolutely nobody there. And when I got this hand smack, my head spun, and I saw the little window in the canal with the heart on it. So it was basically the ghost telling me, look again, look harder. And it left me not shaken, but just like, wow, like that's too much.